y'all were so pressed about this event. You had an entire show made for you that you could watch. But talking shit about this is gonna rile people up. It's the content. But no, you could have shut your ass up and enjoyed your little stupid ass show. I just want to kiss my fish, drink my beer, drive my truck. Basic ass one-dimensional country songs. That could have been you.
The band basically made the song that Bo Burnham made as a joke. Y'all all have the same talking points. Y'all all have the same reductive reasoning. So you have to really distance yourself from right-wing content and people just to remain sane. Because it's so hard not to get upset. Because you're like, you have to dance around logic and reason so much. Because I don't believe you can be a Christian and be MAGA at this point.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Porch Theory, where we have unfiltered conversations, but sometimes it is necessary. I'm Tristan, and the coolest brothers in the virtual room with me. Nick, what's good, bro?
What's good, my niggas?
How you doing, my brother? It's always good to see you. It's been a long week. We fresh off the J, giving the people what they want, but it's been a long week.
This week was dragging. It's good to be seen, man. It's always good doing this pod with my best friend, man. So we've seen a lot and we've heard a lot these past couple of weeks. Lot's been going on.
We had a snowstorm here. We've got frozen in.
Super Bowl. That was a boring Super Bowl game, in my opinion. I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch much of it.
I watched it. I liked it. I love defensive games, and also I'm a Cowboy fan, so I don't have a dog in this fight.
That's how I felt. I was like, well, Cowboys not playing. I don't care much for it, but
I did want the Seahawks to win, though, just because they have DeMarcus Lawrence, which is crazy because it seems that the second any Cowboy named DeMarcus leaves, they win a ring. DeMarcus DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, okay, wow.
And you know what's so sad? He said, hey, man, I love Dallas. Dallas is home, but I ain't going to win no championship here. I said, oh, you're not. I'm sorry.
We might get one this next year.
Sorry.
We might get one this next year. I like what we're doing.
It sounds like the Cowboys are investing into defense. It sounds like it. I'm not as sports savvy as you, but from the outside looking in, it looks like they're investing into defense.
We'll see what they do this offseason. I got to see what we do with the draft before I get full faith, because since we have 2 first-round picks, this is the first time, I think, don't get me lying, it's been a while since the Cowboys have had multiple options in the first round, so that'll be interesting to see what they do, because you say what you want about us, we draft well. But another reason why I wanted the Seahawks to win is because they had about 4 gentlemen from North Texas, essentially. So they had Byron Murphy from DeSoto, go Eagles. They had Jackson Smith and Jigba, who went to Rockwall, Matthew Stafford from Highland Park, and some other one. I don't know where he went. Oh, well. But yeah. So there was good Texas representation out there.
Good. It's very good. I did watch the Benito Bowl. That was fun. I did enjoy it. What'd you think of Bad Bunny's performance?
I loved it. As you know, you and I are both part of organizations that have Hispanic linkage and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So being able to see the culture that they've been able to share with us, I was pointing it out to a coworker that, like, the authenticity of it, I loved, just because it was true. It was a true representation of, their culture. Like, they had the kid falling asleep at the event in the middle of the wedding. It even got me emotional at the end when they were playing DTMF, and especially once you learn the meaning of the song and the actual words behind it, it's like, this is beautiful.
And not only that, it's still American culture, the way Bad Bunny presented it. And it was a presentation of love and unity, and a showcase of Puerto Rican history at the same time. There were some subliminals in there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, we got Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin. That I can't complain. There were some cameo appearances, with Cardi B was there, and Pedro Pascal. He was in the crowd.
Mm-hmm. He was in the background.
Yeah, it
Did you
was
see that there
a
was
wonderful performance.
Did you see there was a slight uproar because I knew it when I saw it that when they cut to him dancing on top of that vehicle, there were two guys dancing with each other. I knew the second I saw it. I knew the second I saw it. I was like, they finna go wild with this.
What was that?
Bro,
I want y'all to know we're allies, but still, I
Yeah.
knew that was about to. I loved it because I was like, oh please, rile
was,
them up.
when I saw them two dudes, gyrating with each other, it was like
I
that
think it was
one.
dancing.
They were dancing, but when I
Yeah.
saw it on TV, I felt like that one character Leonardo DiCaprio played, and he was like, "Oh, hey." I was like, "Hey, some homosexual stuff happening."
Which we
Not
support.
mad at it. I mean, do your thing.
It was funny though, because I knew. I was like, the right wingers are about to hate this. Oh, they finna. The ones that are watching the hate were. Please, I was like, please, Bad Bunny, Benito, give them all the stuff to hate. Show them how beautiful your culture is. Show them how your culture is American culture. Please make them mad. Make them mad.
You gotta throw in that gay agenda, just a little bit in there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. See, they're trying to turn me gay. It's like, brother,
They're shoving this LGBT down our throats. First of all, you shouldn't have anything shoving down your throat, especially with the LGBTQ community. That's crazy.
Pause.
Why would you want that?
What was that?
Do you want to know what's crazy? Here's
Tell
some
me.
stats on the Super Bowl and some of the things that Benito was able to accomplish.
Yeah.
People can ask, how many social media views does Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show have? Over 4 billion.
4 billion?
4 billion. This is per USA Today, and they say that they vetted through multiple sources.
Okay.
So, how many people watch Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime shows? Press conference, 63 million. Remember all these millions.
Now, is this TV or social media?
So social media was the first stat. The second one was views after he did his press conference.
Okay.
Now, remember this one because it'll be for later on in this episode when we talk about a different halftime show.
I got my pen and notepad ready.
So, for how many people watch Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show on Telemundo? Telemundo's halftime show ratings was 4.8, average a million viewers.
Okay.
4.8 million average viewers. Just remember that. We're going to leave that nugget there because some people want to say that another halftime show was comparable. Just remember that. But remember also...
You said Telemundo 4 point what?
4.8.
4.8 million views?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we can ask, how many people watched the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show overall? It peaked at 128.2 million viewers.
128.2 million?
Mm-hmm. For so many people that said they were going to boycott the Super Bowl, boycott the Bad Bunny Bowl.
Barely scratched the surface.
That's a lot of viewers. That's a
Barely
lot of
scratched
viewers.
the surface.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about that? Like, how was your experience when you were just taking it all in after watching it?
Look, even though my Spanish is not that great, super elementary level, you know, and if I apply it myself, I can actually learn some Spanish. Despite doing Spanish in high school and college, it's not that great because like if you don't use it, you lose it.
Duolingo, papi.
Yeah. So, even though I did not understand a word Bad Bunny said, it was still a good show. The music is still a hit. Maybe I'm looking at it from a different perspective as someone who appreciates good music. If it sounds good, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to vibe to it. I mean, we both watch anime, and there are plenty of animes that have Japanese intros. We don't understand a damn word they're saying, but if it sounds good, I'm gonna still vibe to it.
Exactly.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, that intro to that season, I thoroughly enjoy it. What's it called?
My special.
Is that Naruto? Yes.
No, Jujutsu Kaisen is the "You Are My Special."
You are my special. Yeah. I guess I was thinking. You know, I was thinking Naruto. Like, you are my friend.
My goodness.
Yeah, man.
Inject that in my veins.
That there are good songs that we don't understand a word to, but if it sounds good, I'm a vibe to it, and I'm gonna look up the
Exactly.
lyrics and enjoy it. But like, don't let a language barrier be the reason why you can't vibe or have a good time or start dancing. Because like, are you really gonna start concerning yourself with the lyrics, or oh, I don't understand this song when you hear cumbia in the club and all of a sudden you got a big booty Latina trying to dance on you? You really gonna worry about the lyrics after that?
That was one of my pushbacks. They were like, I ain't never heard Bad Bunny. I was like, it sounds like you know what it's like to be around fine women. Because anytime I've been out and they play Bad Bunny, all the fine women know exactly what that is. It doesn't matter what your color is, your race is, any of that.
Good music is good music.
So I remember seeing this one video where it's obvious. It was obviously in Europe. It was a language I couldn't understand. But he came to a point where he was trying to cross a bridge in his vehicle. And the bridge was up because, you know, in certain places, if a boat has to pass through, the bridge has to come up and all that, and it impedes traffic. So this person I can't hear what they're saying. They just have the phone pointed at the bridge, and then they point to a small, minuscule boat that's getting the right of way, and then the boat just turns around and doesn't do it. And you just hear him becoming irate, even though you don't understand what he says. Even though I can't understand what he's saying, I fully understand his sentiment. Like, that's the same thing with music. If it's good, you feel it. As simple as that. Bad Bunny even said it. You don't need to learn Spanish, just learn how to dance.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? Is that where was this disdain for Selena? Oh my gosh, an American / Texas icon. No,
They don't.
no one gets upset when Bitty Bitty Bom Bom comes on. You know what I'm saying?
They
But
definitely don't.
we getting mad about Bad Bunny. We're most likely getting mad at Bad Bunny because he said "fuck ICE," and he's super critical of this current administration.
Yeah, and the fact that he speaks Spanish, and they're like, "Oh, well, we can't understand what he says." What is your issue?
Put on some Bad Bunny right now. Put on some Selena. Put on some Ricky Martin. Put on what's another reggaeton artist? Another Latin artist. I'm trying to think of one.
Spot.
Hey, I'm putting myself in a spot as well.
There's, Ricky Martin, Shakira, J-Lo.
Does J-Lo really count? Daddy Yankee. Come on now. Gasolina. Come on now. You can't tell me
if I said that right.
That music with a different language don't slap. It's been slapping for decades. Okay. I didn't see people get upset when someone puts on Sean Paul in the club.
What annoys me, Sean Paul is an Islander. I forget he's Jamaican sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But what upsets me the most is we in Texas gatekeep and love Selena with a passion. Like, we love Selena hard. And there's so many right-wingers that were out there casting aspersions on Bad Bunny for not speaking English, as if part of our culture does not have ties to Spanish culture. It is directly linked. Like, you can't tell Texas history without Spanish culture and how it's still. There's a reason why there's Tex-Mex.
This is why we have El Phoenix, my nigga.
There's a reason why we have On the Border. There's a reason why we have all this stuff that is linked to Spanish culture. You know why? Because they're integral to our history, our founding, where we are today, and also, guess what? They make up a huge part of our population.
Boom. Spanish culture is American culture.
Thank you. What happened to being a melting pot?
I like to think of us being like a salad bowl instead of a melting pot. Because the way I look at a melting pot, it's more like we're all conforming into one shape, one image. Whereas a salad bowl,
amalgamation.
Yeah. Whereas a salad bowl, you have a variety. You know, you have the lettuce, the croutons, the cucumbers, the carrots. You know, all of these different flavors to combine into this one great salad bowl. And don't forget the bacon bits too. I enjoy bacon bits.
Well, the bacon bits will
Yeah.
do it. But
So
you know,
I like to think as a salad bowl. Yeah.
I agree. Do you know who though that definitely didn't like Bad Bunny's Super Bowl?
I can name 3 people, maybe 2. No, I can name 2 people:
Go ahead, my G.
Megyn Kelly, Donald Trump.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see if I can do one more. Kid Rock.
Yep. And Cash App.
Cash App. How does Cash App fit into this?
Oh no, I just had to run that back. I had to run that back, bro.
Ain't Cash App, huh?
What was that?
Cash App.
You know,
Wait.
Bro, I want y'all to know he got real life beef with Cash Patel. I don't know what happened. Tristan knows it. His name is Cash App.
His name is Cash App. Okay, y'all really gonna let whoever's leading the FBI?
He may
Name
not
Cash
be for
App?
much
Come
longer.
on.
He may not be for much longer.
Cockeyed creep.
Pam Bondi may be getting out of here. That
Pam
now that was
Bondi,
an
loser. No,
That was an
no.
embarrassment.
Actually, Chrissy Gnome's a loser. Pam Bondi is a brown noser.
Did you
Oh
hear?
my
Did you hear
God.
about Christy Nome?
Okay.
Did you
Before-
wait? Before we move on to Megyn Kelly, did you hear about Christy Nome?
Please tell me. Tell me. What happened?
Oh, the affair allegations between her and what's his name? Dang it! But apparently Trump is thinking about ousting her because there's been allegations about her having an affair with where is it? I have watched a lot of videos today. Homan.
I thought you were gonna bring up that her story about her shooting puppies again, like was trending again.
Oh no, but there's cheating allegations because she may be cheating with. Is it Corey Lewandowski?
There's
Yeah,
a lot going on.
yeah. They're saying that Christy Nome has been having an affair with her one of her aides, Corey Lewandowski.
You know what? I'm at a point right now when it comes to this administration. I'm tired of verifying. So whenever I hear some bullshit, I just have to just toss it up to the man above and just hope that it's true.
There's too much to have to verify at this point. If you were trying to keep up with them, you would be doing that as a full-time job at this point.
It's a lot, okay?
Bruh.
And remember, all this stems from this dude not wanting them files being released. All of this
Them
stems from
files
him
gotta
not-
be bad.
Dude, all right. Before
All right, let's go back to Megyn
I don't before we get into Megyn Kelly,
Okay.
I hate to do this. I hate to do this. I don't know if you know, and this applies to you and the listener / viewer. There's a website that you can go to that resembles Jeffrey Epstein's email account, so you can see all the emails that he's sent or that he received, for you to understand.
Mhm.
Oh, this is what he was talking to, or this is what they were talking about, things of that nature.
Getting more context, essentially.
Yes, but it's hella creepy. So if I remember correctly, if you type in jmail.com,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll see how the website layouts supposedly Jeffrey Epstein's email account. So you can see every email that's been sent. It's creepy, but it's interesting. Are you looking it up? Let's get to
Megyn Kelly.
Did you type in Jmail? I'm gonna do it.
I did it on my phone though, so that way you can keep my browser history clean. If I ever know I'm about to die, I want you to know I'm destroying this phone.
Oh my! I
You're
think
gonna
it went.
get this browser history out my blood.
I think it automatic. Okay, I'm gonna type in Jmail. Oh my gosh!
We're gonna have to look at it after. We're gonna have to look at it after.
No, bro. I have to share the screen right now. I have to share the screen. That made me uncomfortable.
No, don't get us demonetized.
Look.
That's
You can't
wild.
tell me this is creepy.
That is wild. Bro, coding has got to a dangerous level.
You can't tell me this is creepy. Yeah, man. Go to Jmail.
That is wild.
Oh my gosh. All right. So what if I type in pizza? Yo, this is and these are real emails that someone, made into a website.
Meal. So Pizzagate was a projection.
What about hey, we talked about this. All right. Fishing trip. The gate code is 1416. Make sure everyone has a 1-day Canadian fishing license with them, as well as proof of citizenship.
That is.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Let me get out of here. This is getting creepy. It's hella creepy.
Yeah, I didn't need that. I wasn't trying to go down that path. I was gonna say we're gonna do this off camera.
Yeah, that's mad creepy.
Very.
Okay, so it's not jmail.com. I think it's jmail.world. I just want to verify that one more time. Yeah, jmail.world. So if you are interested in seeing the Epstein files, but in a format that looks like Jeffrey Epstein's emails, then by all means, have at it. It is a creepy experience just now. That was my first time going on that website. So, Mr. FBI man, if you're watching this,
please do not lock me up.
Now you're on the list now.
Man, 2 black caravans parked outside my apartment as we speak.
What was that?
I'm not speaking that to existence.
I'll be on the way to Florida.
Please, bro.
Nick, save me. they outside. Please.
I'm gonna be pushing that car down whatever road to get there. Wait, 20?
95. You'll be good on 95.
I'll get to 95. I don't drive out there. 95 sounds like
you'll be getting on 95. You'll be getting on there. One of the most dangerous highways in America.
Never mind, I'm good.
No, please, no.
I'm gonna take the long way around.
Don't leave me, please.
It's gonna take me a minute to get there, my brother, but I'll get there.
Nigga, no.
Help me.
Help.
They outside.
Why you gotta be 19 hours away? I want you to know I'm bad at geography. So whenever I finally looked it up and it was like, oh, he's in Jacksonville. That's on the left side of Florida. No.
It's on the upper east of Florida. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was like, oh, damn. I'm driving through Florida at that point.
No, you'll have to drive through Mississippi and Alabama to get to me. I'll tell you this. It's not a fun drive, especially driving through Alabama. That's a scary drive.
I'm keeping the Glockiana on me at that point.
Oh my gosh, bro. I remember when I was driving, Jerry and I, we drove to, we drove to Tampa for like a Greek event. And we did not stop once when we were driving through Alabama. We said we'll skip that. As soon as we make it to Florida, we'll take a pit stop there. But like anywhere in Alabama, not risking it. I don't care if it's daylight outside. Not risking that.
I wouldn't do it either.
Scary drive to Alabama. But anyway, what's scary about this, what you have displayed, is it looks like Megyn Kelly is about to go off on Piers Morgan about the Bad Bunny, the Bunny Bowl performance.
Which is crazy because Pierce is, I don't want to say definitely, he definitely has right-leaning conservative views. But there's times where I'll give him his credit. He just says, what's wrong is wrong. I'll give him that. So let's get into it.
It's crazy when he's like the voice of reason sometimes. Don't you find that awkward?
I want y'all to brace yourselves. This is about to be a lot.
To get up there and perform the whole show in Spanish is a middle finger to the rest of America. Who gives a damn that we have 40 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States. We have 310 million who don't speak a lick of Spanish. This is supposed to be a unifying event for the country, not for the Latinos, not for one small group.
Not for the Latinos.
Oh, the part when she's like, "We don't need a black national anthem." Oh my
Did you?
gosh.
Let's run that back. Do y'all hear the vitriol in her voice when she says "not for the Latinos"? Like that's just pure hate in her voice.
It's heavily coded. Heavily coded.
This is supposed to be a unifying event for the country, not for the Latinos, not for one small group, but for the country. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish-speaking, non-English performer, and we don't need an ICE or America hater featured as our primetime entertainment.
Okay, what is the national language, officially the national language of the United States of America?
I mean, English. And there's been a push for many years to make it an official.
You don't have one.
Documented thing.
You don't have one.
This is what it looks like to be on the right in 2026. Case in point. Megyn
Shout out to
Kelly.
TYT Sports.
Attitude that you have right here is why you in Great Britain have lost your culture. You ceded your culture to a bunch of radical Muslims who came in and took over, and now it's gone. We're not allowing that here. Whether it's Hispanic, whether it's Muslim, it's not happening in the United States of America. That's why President Trump was.
You hear that?
That's
Can you hear
rough.
that? Can you hear that? Hey, bro, can you hear it?
What is that sound that I'm hearing?
It's the dog whistles.
It sounds like this, bro.
She's got to hit all the talking
Straight.
points. She got to hit all the.
I mean,
My goodness.
the Latinos, the black people. You didn't. you didn't. What else did she attack?
Muslims.
Muslims? Oh my gosh! Didn't you sprinkle it in with some nationalism?
Quick question:
Ooh.
Are you still supposed to have this voice filter on?
Is it still on?
No, it's not. I was wondering for a second. I was like, wait a minute, are we doing this the whole time?
What did it sound like?
You hit the. It was like the squeaky voice.
Oh,
Did it like sound like this for a second?
Yeah.
oh, my bad.
No, it was funny. I was just like, wait a minute. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose. Let me check
No,
with him real quick.
that's strictly an accident. And I was like, well, let me figure this out.
I just had to be sure.
Difficulty.
You know, technical
my bad.
difficulties. We give it to you live and raw. Yeah, baby.
Raw?
I like it raw. Yeah, baby. I like it raw. That's Old Dirty Bastard.
Elected,
Rest in
and
peace,
whether it's Bad
ODB.
Bunny, who is American but refuses to speak English in his performances, or anybody else, we have to keep the Super Bowl, which is a quintessential American event. Football, that kind of football, is ours. They call it American football. And the halftime show and everything around it needs to stay quintessentially American. Not Spanish, not Muslim, not anything other than good old-fashioned American apple pie.
Just a bunch of mouth dribble from a woman who was once told,
I don't have a lot of respect for Megyn Kelly. She's a lightweight. And, she came out there reading her little script and trying to, be tough and be sharp. And when you meet her, you realize she's not very tough and she's not very sharp. She's Zippo. Well,
Bro, look, dude, I just noticed this. Look at the irony of this clip. This is when he was a candidate and he's talking about Megyn Kelly.
Mhm.
Look who he's talking to in the bottom right.
Don Lemon. Oh, that's funny. There are like really easy answers to what Megyn Kelly is griping about. Bad Bunny, his English, he has admitted that his English is not that great. And he's more comfortable speaking in Spanish. I mean, he'll talk to you in English. He'll do it. Just be prepared for some, somewhat broken English. He's learning. He's learning. To claim this as an American tradition only, throw that out the window, because the NFL at this point, they're trying to make money. The NFL is trying to make money, and they're trying to they're trying to establish a global audience. For crying out loud, There are Jacksonville Jaguar fans in London as we speak. Jacksonville Jag fans who've never been to Duval County are out there, over there across the pond saying Duval.
Immersed in the culture. That is you would know. What is the Duval chant? What does that originate from?
If I remember correctly, that is from a radio DJ, and he just like said it once, like Duval, and it caught on. I
Would
can
you say that
find the
that's
article.
Would you say that that's deep seated in the culture of an American state or
Very
city?
much American. Very much American.
So people from different countries on different continents through football have adopted and learned to appreciate different parts of American culture due to the NFL looking to expand globally.
Exactly.
And
You can no longer say this is an American thing. It's global.
and they made an emphasis to show all the different watch parties across the world at that time. People
Yes.
were up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 8 a.m., in different time zones, tuned in to watch this.
I
So to
guarantee
think,
you.
to think that this is solely for us at this point, it's not. Like, you have to get with the times at this point. That to think that we want to be so insular and isolated just so that way, and let's just call it for what it is, because we just had that one hearing today where we had that I can't remember what his name is or what he does, but he was getting cross-examined in the hearing, and he was pushing for the idea that white culture is being eradicated out of the country. This is what it stems from, a fear of honestly, it stems back to the Great Replacement theory.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Like what does Bad Bunny what does Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show do that can affect us in a way that you lose access to anything that you love and like to do?
What Megyn Kelly was doing at that moment, I would describe it as an admission of being left out. You're being left out culturally. You're being left out globally at this point, and you're trying to hold on to any and everything. Let's be honest. It's just you're trying to hold on to anything that can still give you a grip with white nationalism. I think that's a pure difference between the two. We can celebrate each other's culture. We can celebrate each other's heritage and whatnot. That's perfectly fine. But as soon as a national majority here, and you're seeing that the people in this country are moving away from what you are used to, you either adapt or you get left behind. And this is her literally screaming, "Wait for me. Stop where you're going. I'm not ready to go." And at this point, man, if you're not caught up, man, get to the back, because you're not helping. You're not helping it.
And at this point, it's like, why do y'all want to be stuck in that old way? Is change that scary for you? And it's not even change. It's just how the world is now. Like, no, the world is just not insular anymore. We have a multitude of cultures that surround us. And that's a beautiful thing. Immersing yourself in things that you are not used to is a beautiful thing. This past weekend, we went to the Fort Worth Gardens to see their Japanese exhibit. It was amazing to see the different cultures and understand the different respects you have to have towards it and the history behind it. Doesn't mean that I'm going to adapt all that and just do all it, but it gives you a better respect for it and broadens your worldview to be more receptive to that. So let's say you encounter someone that was born into that culture. So when you meet them and they have certain mannerisms that you aren't familiar with, it makes you more accommodable to them at that point and allows you to accept them where they are, as opposed to having an affront to the differences that you all have. It allows you to become more accepting. And I think that's the sad part, which even the saddest part is some of these people are well traveled. Some of these people have been out of the country and they still hold these type of views. And I feel like those people, they do it on purpose because they know it's a grift.
That one line she said about, oh, you're losing your culture over there in the UK by the Muslims and whatnot. That is a white supremacist dog whistle, because white supremacists, they say that about Japan. They admire the Asian culture, or they admire the Asian culture, and they think they try and push that narrative. I've seen articles on it. I'll see, maybe I'll add some in the description after this episode. But anytime there is a movement or a phenomenon that is happening in your country, and it goes against the grains of your norm, then all of a sudden they say, oh, this country is not my country anymore. It doesn't look like it because, we have a Black History Month, or we have a Latino Heritage Month, or we have a Asian Pacific Islanders Month and whatnot. And so you have all of these events that tell the true American story, and all of its colors and shapes and sizes, to show this big picture. It's almost like you are having a temper tantrum,
Yeah.
It's a straight dog whistle. And to your point earlier, it is what's the word that you described earlier? They're projecting.
Mm-hmm.
They're projecting. Absolutely, they are. They don't know how to handle this.
It's akin to the kid who gets cheese on his Happy Meal and doesn't like it, but then later on in life ends up accepting the fact that they do like cheese.
Yeah. Like, watch.
Now,
15 years from now, hell, maybe even 5 years from now, they're going to be like, oh, Bad Bunny, that was such an awesome performance. I didn't forget. So,
do you know who else did? But before we move on from Miss Megan,
yeah,
we got to go back to my friend.
Who?
This person that I have no I have no qualms about getting onto this thumb.
Most people don't understand the lyrics because you're speaking it in what they deem to be a foreign language. That is a legitimate point that the president made. That part.
Pause it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Hey, man, Stephen A. Smith, he thought he did something when he said that. That part.
Bro, look at this man's eyes. Look at his face. That man is stressed. He is not living a good life right now.
He's stressed. He's the busiest man in America.
That man does not look well. His eyes look bad. Look at this. This does not look like a man that's doing good right now. Like, I'm genuinely afraid for this man's health. Like,
golly, man. And wasn't there like a report that he's considering running for president?
He said he
teases it. He teases it all the time.
It a lot.
But I'm pretty sure, because I saved the post. I got you. Stand by, bro. I got you.
If he tries to run, that means he's just running interference for someone to try to take votes away. It's going to be like probably a good 50,000 people that'll vote for him just to be able to say they did something different, just to get him into the primaries or something.
Yeah, here we go. This is according to Complex News. Stephen A. Smith is considering running for president in 2027. Quote, I'm giving strong consideration to being on that debate stage for 2027 and running for the Democratic nomination.
He would lose.
Man.
Why would he do that?
Your purpose will be to break up the vote if that's the case. Gosh, man. And I don't want to be like the shut up and dribble kind of guy. But when it comes to politics, I truly believe Stephen A. Smith is in over his head. And you can pose it as you have questions You have thoughts and whatnot, and that's perfectly fine. But for the times you have questions, maybe, just maybe, you should just bring an expert to try and educate you and the public or your listeners, especially when it comes to talking about politics.
I'm trying to think of anyone that's like not in politics that has one of these podcasts that actually does that.
I can't. I would say to get an expert
That gets an expert and defers to the expert in a genuine way.
Joy Reid, she does it.
Yeah.
Joy Reid does it. Who's another one? She ran for governor in Georgia. Stacey Abrams. She does it with her podcast Assembly Required.
Okay.
There are people out there, even when the expert doesn't have the answers, they'll find someone who can better explain it how they can.
You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Gosh. Please continue. I want to hear what this clown has to say. What does Stephen A. Smith has to say?
You said a different C word to me.
Statement that most people didn't understand anything he was saying. There's millions upon millions of Americans that would have wanted to hear something in English other than Lady Gaga.
We did. We had Lady Gaga.
That is true.
He said that.
And me personally, been nice to see J-Lo out there. Been nice to see Shakira out there.
She was already there.
Been nice to see J-Lo
Been nice to see a few people.
They probably cut from his face when he was saying that because they knew that his misogynistic self said that in a way that came off as
I know he licked his lips when he said that. I know he did.
He
has a type.
I won't say that.
He has a type.
Which is crazy for him to have two daughters, two black daughters at that. Like the way that he goes about all this. He
loves some big booty Latinas.
I was talking to one of my brothers about that too, about how Stephen A. is so disappointing. We should have known Stephen A. was going to be a disappointment back when he had those stances about athletes and smoking marijuana. Stay off the weed.
Great.
Like the stances he took
hilarious.
on that was his big issue.
Great
And
bit though.
Still to this day, I gotta bring it back just cause.
Bring it back.
This is one of the funniest things ever. You already know.
You gonna play it?
Mm-hmm. Had to go find it.
Favor, my brother. I'm gonna leave it to you because if it comes out of my mouth, and I sit up there and I literally articulate the stuff man has done since he has been the executive of the New York Knicks, I'm gonna lose my mind. I ain't gonna be able to do the rest of the show. I'm telling you right now, it comes out of my mouth. I'm not gonna be able to control myself because I'm barely able to right now. I'm gonna try to keep my composure.
A few moments later.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack. I
just caught that. The fact that Max has Phil or Lamar is wild. I just thought about that. Oh my goodness.
The fact that he leaned back with his eyes wide.
That man Max said, "Bro, this wasn't in the pre-show reads, bro.
This was not in the script. We're about to get a call from Adam Silver.
We gotta go back to. If y'all want to know, this is where the meme came from. We gotta run that back one more time.
A few moments later.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
Max laughing is hilarious.
And y'all don't have a problem with this? You just gonna let this slide?
Bro, Max. Max is easily. That's why I'm so glad that he found a way to get back into the media. Because oh my goodness, Max was some of the best thing. Was one of the best things on ESPN ever.
Here, real quick
Yes.
about this whole issue about speaking Spanish and who's who or what's what for for Americans with this performance. Why didn't you just watch the Toilet Paper USA halftime show? Y'all were so pressed about this event. You had an entire show made for you that you could watch. But talking shit about this is gonna rile people up. It's the content. But no, you could have shut your ass up and enjoyed your little stupid ass show. I just want to kiss my fish, drink my beer, drive my truck. Basic ass one-dimensional country songs. That could have been you. You could have had
the man basically made the song that Bo Burnham made as a joke.
Gosh,
I just want to drink my beer,
catch
my fish. Who's stopping you? Did the woke mob come out of nowhere and the second they saw you pull out your lawnmower, say like, no? They see you about to drink a beer and came out of nowhere and knock it out your hand or something?
Here's the thing. Y'all are so pressed about Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl. Bitch, y'all could have had Nicki Minaj do TPUSA halftime. And she could have gotten all the glory that she would have wanted from that.
Oh,
y'all could have had Nicki Minaj do that. Why didn't Nicki Minaj do a halftime show?
So this is the only time that I will be a Candace Owens stan outside of you know what, and we will not talk about that on this pod. But when it comes to Candace Owens, she did a mean hit piece on the TPUSA performance where she said that staffers reached out to her and said that it was recorded 2 weeks prior. Each artist. Oh, you want to watch that?
Hey, pull that up real quick, bro.
Candace
Ain't no
Owens
way.
said that they had this was recorded 2 weeks prior. There was a what's it called? Words, Nicholas. Words. There was I'll let her say it.
This is bad. This is very bad.
Trying to find the most recent one because she went in.
This is how I feel about Toilet Paper USA.
I'm tired of suffering.
She basically found out that they recorded this prior. It took a few of them 2 to 5 takes to record it, and that the people there, they basically paid around 180 to about 250 people to be there in the crowd to act as a live audience. And they were told that there may be an artist bigger than Kid Rock to show up, which you would have thought was Nicki Minaj, but more than likely it didn't happen. It didn't matriculate. So yeah, we ended up with that lackluster whatever it was.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
And remember at the beginning when I said, remember that view total for Telemundo? Guess what they said that the TPUSA peaked at?
Tell me. Really, like 6 million?
5 to 6 million. They said. And then Candace Owens went to further say that, well, how do you have 5 million views, but the comments aren't moving when you're live streaming?
That is also strange.
What were the
yourself.
logistics? Why were the logistics that you had to put last minute? Oh, due to licensing and other issues, we can't cast on X/Twitter. Who's doing your logistics to where you figure that out day of?
Y'all so focused about spreading the word of Carly Burke,
And the fact that they played that song at the end is wild.
Did they really?
We will carry our flag. That's basically what it was. The fact that they actually like that song.
Did I look like that dog meme for a second?
Yes.
We are. Carly Burke.
And also when you think about it, Kid Rock did have a time when you thought that he was like an ally, and now it's just like, oh, you were always terrible.
You know who else isn't an ally, but no one seems to bat an eye? Adam Sandler.
Really?
Adam Sandler is so MAGA. I can pull up the article real quick.
No. You will not ruin Adam Sandler for me. You will not. This is one that I got to have cognitive dissonance with. I cannot. I cut R. Kelly off. I cut all these other troublesome people off. I cut Kanye off. You can't take Adam Sandler away from me, bro.
Sandler, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Please don't say it's true. I can't. Like,
Hey,
bro, we don't have much.
Bro, this is 29. This article is from 2019. Peep this. Twitter hammers Adam Sandler for donating to Trump. This was 2019.
John Voight, Mel Gibson. Oh, we knew that. Dean Cain, Sylvester Stallone, Sydney Sweeney, of course. James Woods. Oh, Dennis Quaid.
You sound so disappointed.
James
Woods.
Jim
Bro,
Caviezel.
You'd be surprised, bro.
And Kurt Russell, Roseanne Barr, we knew about them. Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah, we've been
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, he's he was a Republican when he was governor of California.
Russell Brand. Yeah,
I don't think he was MAGA though. I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger is MAGA.
I feel like he did have some stuff where he was backing Trump after, he did the thing. Rob Schneider, of course, we don't care about. Gary Busey, of course. Snoop Dogg.
Nelly.
Snoop Dogg is super. Chuck Norris!
Mm-hmm.
I'm so disappointed. Walker, Texas Ranger was my show. I'm so disappointed. I don't care about some of these people. You're right, Adam Sandler's on there.
Oh,
Jessica
man.
Simpson.
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it. Ruining the fun for the next man.
I'm trying not to go too much further before I get even more disappointed, but goodness.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is
when I saw Adam Sandler, I was like, what? Really? Adam? That's kind of
Chuck Norris is the one that hurts me the most. Well, yeah, he's Clint Eastwood?
That's a given. Come on.
And you never know. Tim Allen. Oh, come on.
That's definitely a given.
Home Improvement?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you know. That's how you know I really stay out of white people's business.
But they all up in ours, man. All up in ours.
All right, it's getting to people I've never heard of at this point. Jim Belushi, of course. You got your last name.
White folks always want to talk about crime, but they don't. Why is it when people talk about crime, it's never about crime in their neighborhood?
This is the first black person on this list, Isaiah Washington.
Isaiah Washington.
Washington has appeared in Spike Lee films Crooklyn, Clockers, Girl 6, and Get on the Bus.
I mean, Isaiah Washington? Why does that name sound familiar?
He's a black doctor on Grey's Anatomy.
The one that dated the Asian shorty?
So I wouldn't know. I'm just going off what they
say. The one who dated the Asian shorty.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. I watch Scrubs because I'm a comedy person.
He's MAGA?
Yep. And literally, he's the only black person on this list.
Here we go. According to his Facebook, I am no longer interested in MAGA.
Oh, now I bet it was the Obama video.
This was 2 months ago.
Oh,
yeah.
So Epstein files.
Yeah. I'm no longer interested in the MAGA, Democrat, Republican, left, right, liberal, conservative. You're still lame. I'm looking forward to focusing on my first love now, and that is making movies great again. See, stop that language. Stop that language.
Bro, we're not checking for you, bro.
Oh my gosh. Bro, there's like a picture of him with a Trump 2020 mask on. Oh my gosh, you got a whole you had that man's campaign on your mouth. That's crazy.
put that man on your mouth, bro. That's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh, hella pause.
That is wild. But what's sad
Golly.
is it's like they're not going to even acknowledge you, bro.
Hey, look, man, I would say 10, 15 years from now, folks are gonna they're gonna be treating this MAGA chapter as if they were against it. The whole time they triple trumped. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was such a terrible time. You voted for him. I remember.
Then you got those farmers and other ones that are like, oh, I didn't expect this to happen. What did you expect to happen?
I was talking to my shorty about this not so long ago. I said, yo, they over there praying to God before asking for help when they should be demanding help from their from their elected officials. How is it that you are, you're not from the news that I've seen from the local reporters, they're praying to God, please, God, help us.
We need help. They're sending money to Argentina. We need relief. What's going on?
And that's what kills me about the current state of Christianity in America right now. Like, it's so divided and segregated in so many ways because the same type of Christianity that Joel Osteen preaches is not the same type of Christianity that's getting taught in certain sectors of Dallas, in certain parts of East Texas, in certain parts of West Texas. It's so segregated and differentiated in too many ways that has diluted what we view, because apparently we are a Christian country that holds Christian values, and if you go outside that norm, then you're the problem. So if that's the case, we need some centrality when it comes to what we are going to dictate. That's my biggest thing when it comes to this country. If you're going to fuck us over, at least be consistent in the way that you do it. Because shit, at this point, what are we supposed to do? Because you will sit here and say that we hold American values. What are American values? But y'all, which technically are just Christian white values, but you won't say that out loud. So you have to code it in different ways. But you won't outwardly say it. But you get mad when we don't hold up to it because you're not outwardly saying it. So at least be upfront about it. That's one thing I would at least say about the South. If they don't, if we don't like you in the South, if they have an issue with you as your race, as a people, they put it out on Front Street. At least they're not coding it. Right wingers, why are you okay with people literally spitting in your face saying, we know you're dumb and we're here to enrich only those that are of a certain tax bracket, but because we're going to say the vitriolic stuff that you like, you're going to vote for us. So while you get appeased, we appease that emotional side of you where it's like, yeah, I don't like all that extra stuff. Why do y'all always do that voice? Because it's y'all. Y'all all sound the same. Y'all all have the same talking points. Y'all all have the same reductive reasoning. It's so, you have to really distance yourself from right-wing content and people just to remain sane. Because it's so hard not to get upset. Because you're like, you have to dance around logic and reason so much. Because I don't believe you could be a Christian and be MAGA at this point.
No.
It
cannot be trusted. They can't be trusted. I've said it episode after episode. The Republican Party cannot be trusted once this chapter is done.
I was talking to one of my...
can't do it no more.
Bro, I was talking to one of my brothers about this. There has to be some type of recourse for this. You cannot have voted for this and our country end up where it is. There needs to start being a penalty for... Let's say this. If you vote for there needs to be a threshold for a gradable performance for each president. That is granted in an unbiased way. I don't know how you do it. Figure it out. But there has to be a way that if you dip below this, those that voted for the person that dipped below that threshold for what at least a good president is, your vote counts for a certain amount less based upon how low they were below that threshold.
You really want to go into that slippery slope?
Bro, we got to at this point because there needs to be some type of recourse for those
at this point.
Because there has to be some type of recourse for people that voted for this man.
This shit is so bad. We're willing to try anything.
Think about it. Because think about it. What will it take to get back to a sense of normalcy?
Bro, the reconstruction is going to take, I would say, any sense of normalcy, I would say in at least a decade.
Like those that voted for this have to have some type of accountability. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, there's a difference between, I've even had to say this now. At least back in the Bush days, it was respectable. We are so far beyond that.
The Bush administration, they were just evil for the love of the game.
But at least,
They were evil for the love of the game.
But at least we were respectable. At least people could look at our country and be like, okay, that's still America at the end of the day. Like, he has overly enriched himself to the tune of almost, what was it, $2.2 to $3.4 billion increasing his net worth.
Bro.
He has a crypto coin that his kids are going around the world, gallivanting around, and we can't even have transparency into who's donating to it and who's enriching them.
He's set for life in Saudi Arabia. You got a whole plane, bro. But you want to look for the waste, fraud, and abuse. At this point, waste, fraud, and abuse is the new weapons of mass destruction. Sounds like it. We're looking for weapons of mass destruction. That sounds so similar to we're looking for waste, fraud, and abuse. Oh, you know, the Somalians, they doing something over there in Minnesota. What is Ilhan Omar doing? It's wash, rinse, repeat all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And the base falls for it every time.
Time.
It's almost as if Rush Limbaugh, the ghost of Rush Limbaugh, like activated a certain chip in their head. And so when they hear things that entertains their, I'll say it, that entertains their racism, their bias, their prejudice, man, they forget about everything else. The one of the poorest constituents of this administration will be in a tiny, super red, blood red conservative town. But I guarantee you, a good portion of those constituents rely on the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. But they voted for the man to get rid of it because they are holding on to hope and belief that he's going to do something to fix it. This whole time, he's trying to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what say you at this point? You can't be trusted with your vote. This administration can't be trusted. Like, at some point, you're going to have to ask yourself, why did the majority Black men and women voted for Kamala? Why? And they never ask the question why. They never dig deep and say, why did they vote like that? But you super cool with him earning so much money. You're super cool with him, spreading white Christian nationalism through Turning Point USA. You're super
He's
cool
not
with
even
him.
Christian.
He said himself, he was like, I might go to heaven. Might. My boy.
Not even just through Turning Point USA. He also tries to push the PragerU stuff. Oklahoma. PragerU? The people that still, I say this as a Christian, pushing creationism is wild.
To say that slavery wasn't that bad and I'd rather be a slave than dead, that's the narrative you want to push?
You need help. It goes to the desensitizing that they want. They want us to be so, like, think about it. I was actually just contemplating it myself earlier this week and even today. The exhaustion that other races have with quote unquote Black people, quote unquote, playing the victim. Where does that come from? Why are you exhausted with us telling the truth? Why does when Black History Month comes up, all of a sudden,
where's our White History Month?
It's like, because you've only experienced privilege, you don't know what equality looks like, because not everyone else has the same privileges as you.
Hey, bro, sometimes, and I was talking to my shorty about it. I was like, sometimes this shit does not feel real. It does not feel real. 10 years ago, less than 10 years ago, I would say, my rent was $565 a month. In this day and age, I'm paying $1,250.
And he has multiple bedrooms.
Yeah.
I'm paying $1,680 for a one bedroom.
more than $1,000 is going towards paying rent. That doesn't make sense. And then you have this administration that is literally ripping off guardrails. He just did it with the EPA not so long ago. So now we can't breathe. Man, we got plastic in our shit.
Even Obama had to come out and make a post like he just repealed the thing. Basically, so all the cars going forward won't have that start-stop function anymore, which helps cut down emissions because your car won't technically be running to allow for those emissions to be produced while you're idling, while you're at a stop, while you're at a red light, all that. Yes, it might be slightly inconvenient. Oh, who cares? Like, wow, your car has to up. It still has all the features that you want. It still goes fast. It's still just everything you need. But because we don't care about the environment, what's it going to save? And apparently, it's going to save the manufacturers $3 trillion. Think about that. How are they going to pass that savings on to us? Please tell me how.
We are literally paying for everything, y'all.
We ain't gonna see none of that because cars are still going to get more expensive. And I hate. We'll have to talk about that.
Used cars are getting expensive because
we may have to talk about it on the next episode. Yeah. Isaiah Martin on his Jubilee. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
it's that same black girl, Deaf Noodles, and like those other 3 super idiots that came on. It's like, oh my goodness, there's really people out here that fall for this, and y'all are just as broke as the rest of us.
Grifting. This is the wrong time to grift, man. You had your chance. If you think now's a good time to grift, it's blatantly evident right now. You had your chance, I would say, last year to grift. 6 months to last year. That was your chance to grift. That was your opportunity to sow the seeds of doubt and everything. But at this point, it's a money grab. You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap things up.
Because we're just gonna get more frustrated.
At this point, I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting pissed off. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. This concludes episode 21 of Porch Light Theory. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before you do anything else, make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave us a review of this podcast. We're 21 episodes in. Please, continue to show some love. Hype us up. If you have any opinions, tell us in the comments. You can find us on social media. We are not.
And also, before we dip, this is a year where it's real pivotal. Check your voter registration status.
Yes.
Make sure you are registered to vote. Check your voter registration status bi-weekly. Unless you are completely familiar with how your state's politics go, always check your voter registration status. I just got my voter card in the mail, my voter ID in the mail. Still check, because there's rezoning, redistricting that's going on. Make sure you know where to vote and make sure you are current and active. Stay on that, because if you aren't paying attention, they are actively trying to make it harder for us to vote by affecting what it takes to be required to actively be a registered voter.
To your point, not only should you check your voter registration status, you need to find out who's your supervisor of elections, who's your county clerk. You need to learn these names of these elected officials in your community, because not so long ago, the Trump administration went to Fulton County and got the 2020 ballots. That's a problem. Governor Greg Abbott sent all Texas voter information to the Trump administration. What makes you think DeSantis ain't gonna do something like that over here? So be on your P's and Q's. Apply pressure to your local elected officials. Apply the pressure now.
If your timeline is only celebrity news, gossip news, and all that, please fix your algorithm to more of your local politics at the least. You're gonna have to know what's going on in your local vicinity.
You gotta tough it out. So at this point, no more excuses about watching your local news. Oh, it's always negative. It's always the bad news. Don't look at it like that. That's the reality. And so once you absorb the news, what can you do to be the change that you want to see in your community?
Think about it. If your perspective is that all the news is bad and negative, inform yourself. Do your own research. Do qualitative research. Don't just sit there and go with the easiest headline. Learn what a primary source is. Learn what a secondary source is, and learn what alternative facts are. Please learn how to differentiate what you're being fed as opposed to what you can learn on your own. Just Googling something is not researching. Researching is going through peer-reviewed articles. Researching is actually utilizing statistics and verified polls. Look into how many people do they poll. Don't go for a poll that's only between 100 to 500 people if you're asking for like a national idea of something. Like, be reasonable. Educate yourself. That's why knowledge is power. That's why Trump says he loves the uneducated. Because
And
he
smart
knows
people
the
don't like
uneducated
them.
are easily fooled.
Get it together, y'all. It's up to
Please,
us to be
we
the
need
change
it.
that we
This
want to see.
This midterms has to be a pivotal point in this country. And sad to say, but this midterm is going to determine a lot about where we go for the next few decades.
We'll see. We shall see. But in the meantime, stay tuned for episode 22. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you later. Peace out.
Peace.